Who I just made. Hi everyone, it's Thursday, September 28th, 11:40 a.m. and I just looked up on Reddit, Am I the Asshole feed, and I just clicked on the first one. I just want to read it on camera to see my reaction. Okay, let me get a sip of water. Let's do it. Headline, Am I the asshole for thinking my daughter was, or am I the asshole for thinking my husband was sexualizing our daughter? My husband and I have a My husband and I have a daughter who is 13. I was molested from the time I was 12 up until he accidentally got me pregnant at 15. And I went to live with my aunt by my own father. Okay, so she got pregnant by her father. Um, there's hair in my screen. I have a lot of unresolved trauma, but because of this trauma, I was very on top of changing daughter. My husband rarely changed a diaper, gave her baths, was where. So did she get married at some point? My husband rarely changed a diaper, gave her baths, was wary about leaving them alone, even though my husband never gave me a reason to. I stole a lot from my husband, which is when I agreed to finally go to therapy about 9 years ago. I was in it for years. Mm. A few days ago, my daughter asked my husband if I Okay. A few days ago, my daughter asked my husband and I if we, though, if she thought, there's a lot of typos, she could get some more adult underwear. And she's 13. She said the girls in the locker room were looking at her weird for her childish underwear. I said no, but my husband thought maybe it was time for her to upgrade her wardrobe. This triggered me, and when my daughter left the room, I asked him why he thought that was okay to buy our daughter adult underwear and not to make our decisions on our daughter's underwear. Don't tell her she should wear more adult underwear, etc. He got upset and said she was in middle school now and he didn't want her to get bullied and that I couldn't start this again. He then said I needed to stop thinking of him as this monster because he's her father and not my dad, and that if these episodes were going to start up again, I needed to go back to therapy. I feel as though him knowing my trauma, he shouldn't get so angry and demand me to go back to therapy. I have every right to be cautious. Am I the asshole? Mm, okay. If I'm gonna be completely honest, like, no, you're not an asshole. No. Is he an asshole? No, I haven't met either of you. I've only read what you read. And it seems like you're projecting a lot on your daughter of what happened to you. I mean, yeah, he is her father. I think if you're thinking there's something weird about that, like, then, like, there's something unresolved stuff going on with that. Like, when, like, something feels like if I want to hug my siblings or say I love you to my siblings, like, that shouldn't be weird, but it kind of is. So my point is, I mean, maybe go back to therapy, but if your therapist isn't working, like, try a new therapist. That's what a lot of people have tried therapy and they're like, oh, it didn't work. Well, try another one. I have tried multiple, and it takes multiple to get somewhere. I think you Learn from every relationship you have. I've learned from all the therapists I've had. So, yeah, I mean, why don't you want her to get adult underwear? Like, what's wrong with that? What even is it? Are we talking about thongs or are we talking about like just black and white versus like colored stuff and patterned stuff, you know? But no, you're not the asshole. I think, I mean, I can't imagine what you. Wait, so you got pregnant by your dad and you kept that baby? Oh, I see five birds, six birds. I love you all. You got pregnant by your father and you kept it? No one should demand someone else to go to therapy either. Maybe you all should go together. I don't know. But I mean, if we are getting mad at other people, we need to look at why we are. And you did great think like saying that I know he's not my dad and you were kind of treating your husband as your dad. Like that's very, is progressive the right word? And then no, not progressive. That's very smart. Like it's very smart. That's like good for you. That is very smart. Because we do that. We do kind of treat like our partners like our father or mother. You know how some people like you date someone and they're like just like one of your parents. Okay, let's read the next one. This is fun. Am I the asshole for refusing to pay for my boyfriend's food and his birthday and getting him banned from a restaurant? Oh wait, there was an edit. Am I the asshole for refusing to pay for my boyfriend's food on his birthday and getting him banned from a restaurant? Okay. I put peppermint tea thing in the coffee. Hack. Okay, I, 18 female, have been dating my boyfriend John, 20, male, for a little under a year. We have a pretty toxic free relationship. That's a funny way to say it. We have a toxic free relationship. Like it's so normal to have a talk. Okay. Um, but there's quite a bit of tension when it comes to me being vegetarian. Ooh. I've been vegetarian since 11 and I have very strict morals around it. The one thing John has a problem with is me refusing to spend my money on meat. Wait, the one thing John has a problem with is me refusing to spend my money. Oh, ever since I started making my own money, I swore to myself that I would never spend a cent of it on meat. On our dates, we usually split the bill and sometimes he pays for it all. I told him if he orders something meat-free, I'd happily pay for both of us, but he never does. When he pays for my food, it's when I've spent money on the activity. Normally concerts and festivals, that's me paying 120 in a different language. That's like English money, I don't know, on tickets and him spending maybe 50 on food. His birthday was a few days ago and we went out for dinner at his favorite fancy restaurant. He got the most expensive steak they had along with a side salad and a bottle of wine. When we finished our food, I asked the waiter to split the bill and John looked at me shocked. He asked if I was joking and I said no. Then he told me he thought I was going to pay since it was his birthday and he didn't budget for the meal. I asked him why he thought I'd pay since I've been very clear about my rule, but he couldn't give me a reason other than it being his birthday. I told him I'd pay for the wine and the side salad, but he needed to pay for the steak. He was furious with me and stormed off to the bathroom. I paid for my meal, the wine, and the salad and waited for him to come back. He didn't. After waiting for 20 minutes, I left. Damn. Wait. Damn. I found him sitting on a bench near where we parked the car. Okay. I asked him why he left and reminded him he needed to pay. He looked shocked when I said that and asked me if I didn't pay. I told him I'd pay for everything but the meat and he lost it. He started yelling at me, telling me I was selfish. He started yelling at me, telling me I was selfish, that I needed to grow up. I stayed calm and told him he needed to go back and pay. He scoffed and walked away. I ended up driving home without him. Damn! Now he's saying it's my fault that he can't show his face in his favorite restaurant since he dined and ditched. Ooh, it's a pretty small restaurant, so he'd 100% be recognized and kicked out. So am I the asshole? Edit to the people commenting about me not treating him on his birthday. Yes, I did. I even dipped into my savings for his present. I did not take him out for dinner. He was the one that suggested it. Okay. I mean, it sounds like, I mean, you shouldn't be together. Is that all I'm gonna say? Are you the asshole? It just sounds like you all shouldn't be together. Because you have always said you don't want to pay for meat, and maybe he was expecting you to change your morals for his birthday, and you didn't, and that upset him. But you shouldn't expect people to change just for you. So, is he the asshole for thinking that you would? I don't know. Are you all together for sex? Like let's see. Okay, that first comment. Let me just. What's NTA mean? NTA. Let me Google that. I gotta Google NTA Reddit meaning. Oh, not the asshole. That's what I knew that before I saw it. Okay, not the asshole. Yeah. Okay, well, I can Baby Cake 2004, not the asshole, ignoring the vegetarian stuff. Who the fuck orders the most expensive steak possible and then expects their partner to pay for them without having checked prior, and then storming off to the bathroom expecting that to pressure you into paying for it. Oop, I hope you can see all the red flags there. The 18-year-old. Yeah. Yeah, you all are young too. This is why I don't want to like date someone based off sex again. And not based off sex, but like doing it way too early and then getting like bonded that way. Yeah. Do I think a vegetarian and a meat eater can be together? I think anything's possible. Let's read one more. Three's my favorite number. What's the next one? Ooh, have I read this one before? Okay. Am I the asshole for making my daughter leave because my husband is attracted to her? Ooh, I feel like this has happened more than once. I, 55 female, have been married to my husband and my daughter's stepdad, 63 male, for 4 years. So that's like, is that 8 years? My 23-year-old daughter, I'm that age, and I have a complicated relationship. Ooh, she has been diagnosed with dissociative identity disorder. She has a lot of trauma for watching me and my husband's horrible marriage go down and was bullied in school. When she told me that she was being bullied by peers, my view that all children are innocent really tied my hands because I told her that if I said anything to them, I would be an adult harassing a child. She has blamed me for that ever since and keeps referring to this one time where the kids at school called her trash due to the fact that she wasn't taking care of her hygiene due to depression. Part parentheses, not all of my response was telling her to take a shower and I bought her new clothes. The bullying finally ended with an expulsion and a suspension for the ringleaders. She still throws the fact that a school clinic volunteer told her that if she was their kid, she'd have permission to punch back if administrators didn't do anything. I thought that having her live with me while she finishes school and gets a job would heal some childhood wounds if my second husband and I modeled a healthy relationship. However, my daughter now doesn't get along with my husband. She's a very introverted, creative person who likes immersing herself in escapism. So she'd get annoyed if she was sitting eating alone and my husband would sit across from her and eat, saying she ate later so she could eat alone. However, my daughter started acting distant from me and my husband started acting distant from me, and my daughter complained that his eyes lingered for too long. She got very angry, and there was a lot of shouting and slamming of doors. Finally, my husband admitted he's attracted to her, and it's hard to be around her all day. What the fuck? She said she was walking temptation and said that's why he was avoiding sex with me. What the fuck? I was so upset to hear this. I don't blame my daughter for this, but at the same time, the situation has become unbearable. Something would have to give, and I couldn't collect my thoughts with both of them still being in the house. So I gave my daughter money to stay in an extended stay hotel and asked her to utilize her college's emergency financial and housing resources they have for students in need. She responded by storming out and telling my ex, who is now circling social media using it. Wait, did she break up with him? I'm not abandoning. Wait. She responded by storming out and telling my ex, oh, I guess that's her dad, who is now circling social media using it to paint me as the villain of all villains. I'm not abandoning my daughter. She qualifies for those resources anyway, since my ex is unemployed and we are in substantial debt. I just need time to process the situation and don't want to leave my house to stay with my daughter when I have a marriage to figure out whether or not to save. Am I the asshole? Um, yeah. Yeah, this is the only one that I would say. I mean, you're hurting too. Do you know you're hurting? My mom just texted me. Where is check for cleaning lady? Yeah, you should leave that relationship. If anyone ever said like my daughter was a walking like get the fuck out. Hell no. Hell no. Yes, you are the asshole and there's no way to think otherwise. Like you're saying all kids are innocent. Like you wouldn't if your daughter was being bullied and you like didn't do anything about it. Like she looks like Demi Lovato, the news lady. Yeah, you're the asshole. I wonder what someone else said. Yeah, the one of the comments was like watching you with your first husband. Like that's where she developed the ID. Like yeah, you're the asshole. You're also a narcissist, which a lot of people are. It's okay. Just I mean, try to like work on loving yourself without thinking about a husband, thinking about, I mean, your daughter can help you love yourself. That your daughter, your kids give you purpose. So yeah, you're the asshole. Okay, it's 12 o'clock. Bye. This was fun.